Realizing there's no way out, Alec charges straight into the swarm of monsters determined to carve a path. Olivia instinctively reaches for her sword to follow him, but Kra stops her. After healing her injuries, Kra explains that she'll prepare a teleportation circle because Alec can't possibly handle the entire horde alone. Her concern makes Olivia smile, and instead of waiting, she jumps in to fight beside Alec. While the two of them hold back the advancing monsters, Krazia focuses on building up her teleportation spell. During the battle, a Cyclops swings at Alec. He dodges effortlessly and counterattacks, but the creature barely reacts and lunges at him again. Cornered, Alec prepares for the worst until Olivia suddenly appears and decapitates the monsters in one clean motion. Alec can't believe he didn't even see her draw her blade. She reminds him that he still lacks the experience needed to fight powerful monsters. Just then, Krazia announces that her spell is ready, but the magic circle flickers and disappears. Alec immediately realizes what that means. A magic eater is somewhere in the dungeon. More of the suppressing monsters appear, surrounding them. Standing side by side, Alec and Olivia brace themselves. Olivia rushes ahead, slicing through enemies with surgical precision. Alec notices that her swordsmanship is silent and deadly, completely opposite from Ornest's loud, flashy style. Wanting to keep up, Alec jumps back into the battle, cutting down several monsters of his own. Olivia compliments his strength and weapon, but points out that his form is still too rough, advising him to relax and let his movements flow naturally instead of relying only on raw power. Meanwhile, Kra scours the dungeon, searching for the magic eater responsible for draining their spells. With no end to the horde in sight, Olivia calls out to Kra, asking if she's found it. Kra says it's nearby, but completely surrounded. Despite the danger, Olivia charges straight toward it, breaking through the crowd by sheer force. Alec tries to pull other monsters away from her path. As he runs, a winged beast swoops down at him. He blocks it and forces it back, but the creature keeps coming. He eventually tricks it into flying straight into a Cyclops. Even though the bird kills the Cyclops instantly, it still sets its sights back on Alec. At last, Olivia reaches the magic eater, destroys it, and shatters its artifact. She immediately signals Krazia, who begins forming a new teleportation circle. While she prepares, Alec unleashes his strongest Thunderbolt spell, frying the monsters still chasing him. Once the immediate danger is cleared, he runs back to Krazia, waiting for Olivia to return. After cutting through the endless mob, Olivia finally reaches them and grabs Alec's hand. With the group together again, Kra activates the teleportation and pulls them out of the dungeon's monster house. Once they're safe, Olivia confronts Alec about hiding his magic abilities. He tells her he actually mentioned it before, but she insists that no mage would ever charge into a monster swarm with a sword. Embarrassed for lecturing him, she thanks him for saving her back there. Alec admits her advice was helpful, then turns to Kra, asking if she's relieved they escaped. She scolds him for being too casual, pointing out that Olivia's wounds are still serious. Kra warns that fighting so recklessly could reopen her old injuries. She then repeats Olivia's earlier bitter comment about the traitor who hurt her and asks who it was. Olivia finally explains. Her mother, an adventurer, died when Olivia was young, leaving her completely alone. During that painful time, a compassionate man named Milia took her in as his daughter. He trained her as a swordsman and taught her all of his secret techniques. Even though she often broke down grieving her mother, her training and her time with Milia helped her endure. She grew to admire him deeply for his skill and guidance. Years later, once she had become an exceptional swordsman, she asked Milia if she had truly grown strong. He smiled and said she had surpassed every expectation, then drew his sword, stained with fresh blood. Olivia was so stunned that she couldn't even react. Milia struck her with a deep slash across her back and left her bleeding on the dungeon floor. As she lay there helpless, he revealed the truth, that he was the very one who killed her mother. After dropping that cruel confession, he walked away and left her to die, shattering her world in an instant. Back in the present, Olivia is overwhelmed by the betrayal. The man she trusted, admired, and loved as a mentor had stolen everything from her. She turns her back to Alec and Kra, showing them the long scar running across it. To her, that wound is more than just a mark. Milia took her trust, her childhood, and every precious memory she once held. Alec, seeing how broken she feels, gently places his jacket over her shoulders to cover the scar. He tells her he once felt the same way, like everything he cared about was lost forever, but his friends showed him he wasn't alone. Olivia dismisses the idea, insisting she doesn't need anyone, but Alec reminds her that Leorg is also seeking revenge on Milia for her sake. As she falls silent, Craw steps closer and explains that while healing Olivia earlier, she noticed many bruises scattered across her body. She admits she can't erase old wounds like the one Milia gave her, but she promises that she'll always be there to patch her up whenever she's hurt again. Olivia tightens her fist, thinking about Craw's kindness and about how Leeward and Marbell had also been trying to support her. But she believes they're severely underestimating Milia's strength. There's no way they can defeat him. So Alec tells her that he and Crashia will fight beside her instead. Overwhelmed, Olivia finally breaks down in tears. Craw gently presses her forehead to Olivia's, soothing her until she calms. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the dungeon, Ornest grumbles about all the traps they've triggered. Yora reminds him that most of them went off because of his reckless behavior, but she worries someone has already defeated the floor boss. She's concerned for Alec and Craw, but Ornest believes Milia has already reached the final level by now. He reassures her that Milia won't attack Alec or Kriya, which helps her relax. Then, without warning, he snatches her cap and tells her to keep quiet. Ahead of them, members of the Shadow Guild move through the dungeon, led by a man who devours a dungeon core. Moments later, Ornest and Yora confront the group, suspecting they're the ones who harmed Olivia. Seeing them, the leader decides they might be valuable targets and orders an attack. But within seconds, Ornest wipes the floor with all of them and ties them up. Ornest questions the leader about the Shadow Guild's intentions, but he refuses to answer. Yora responds by tightening a poisoned chain around his neck, forcing him to talk. The man finally admits that they were after the dungeon core from the lowest floor. Yora then asks if he knows Milia, and the leader confirms it, saying Milia is on a completely different level from anyone else. Satisfied that the Shadow Guild isn't a real threat, Ornest tells Yora they should continue onward to regroup with Alec. But before they can leave, the leader taunts them, saying he didn't eat the core for nothing. Ornest is confused, but Yora suddenly hears a strange vibration echoing through the dungeon. She tells Ornest to be quiet, but the room begins to shake violently around them. Lying on the ground, the Shadow Guild leader tells Ornest that consuming the dungeon core granted him full control over the dungeon itself. Before Ornest can react, the floor trembles violently. The shockwave hits Yora, splitting the ground apart and creating a massive chasm. The other guild members lose their footing and fall in, but their leader manages to snatch Yora before she can escape and carries her off, thrilled that he captured such a valuable prize. He heads straight to the lowest level and shouts for Ornest to come find him in the deepest part of the dungeon. Meanwhile, Olivia is stunned to discover that Alec once served as the Imperial Court Magician of Galana. Alec explains that although he held that title, everything he knows came from self-taught training during childhood. After losing his parents, he had nothing but magic to occupy his time. Olivia admits he seems more suited to adventuring than politics, but before they can talk further, Craw suddenly stops. She reveals that before entering the dungeon, she and Yora agreed to regroup at this exact location if they ever got separated. Since Yora hasn't appeared, Craw worries something has gone wrong. Then they spot the massive chasm nearby. Olivia leaps down to examine it and finds Yora's hat, which Alec recognizes immediately. Elsewhere, Yora regains consciousness surrounded by Shadow Guild members. She demands to know why they didn't kill her, but Gloria laughs and mocks her, saying she has no right to ask questions. Milia tells him to knock it off, but Gloria brushes him off as if he were joking. Suddenly, Ornest crashes into the chamber and obliterates the Core Eater in one blow. Gloria rises to fight him while urging his ally to escape. Realizing Ornest tracked them using the matching bracelets they share, the Core Eater rips Yora's bracelet off and hoists her over his shoulder. Ornest demands to know why he wanted her so badly, but the man refuses to answer. He knocks Yora out, carries her away, and flees with Melia despite Ornest's furious threats to tear him apart. Gloria blocks Ornest from pursuing them, insisting he won't go down easily. As their battle intensifies, Ornest notices that Gloria's impressive sword isn't an authentic artifact. Relying on his superior weapon, Ornest shatters Gloria's blade and drives his spear straight through the man's stomach, sending him crashing to the floor. Ornest turns to chase after Melia until Gloria suddenly erupts into hysterical screaming. Crying over the blood pouring out of him, Gloria curses Melia for forcing him into such a deadly mission. Swearing revenge on everyone in sight, he raises his hands and unleashes a demonic power that absorbs his blood and restores his body. His broken sword reforms as well. With a chilling smile and newfound power swirling around him, Gloria politely warns Ornest that he's about to kill him. And that wraps up episode 8. Subscribe so you don't miss the next part, and click on the next video to continue the story. Ornest is shocked to see Gloria rebuilding his body using Ornest's own blood, but he still believes he can win as long as he deals enough damage. He charges forward and drives his spear through Gloria again, only for Gloria to laugh it off, pull the weapon free, click, and declare that no matter how many times he's stabbed, he can't die. After removing the spear, Gloria reforms his blade and reveals the terrifying truth. His power grows stronger the more blood he loses. Stunned, Ornest barely avoids Gloria's next brutal strike, and as he blocks a flurry of blows, he realizes just how much Gloria's strength has skyrocketed. Falling back, Ornest tries to think of a way to counter such an ability. Before he can escape, Gloria forms a magic circle and summons a blood-forged whip. With a single swing, he hits Ornest from afar, then hooks his leg, yanking him into the air before slamming him violently into the ground. Seeing Ornest down, Gloria laughs mockingly, confident that he's won. But Ornest suddenly growls that Gloria is about to become the perfect target for all his pent-up anger. Despite Gloria's taunts, Ornest stands and accuses him of being all talk. Remembering Alec's advice about letting go of his weapon, Ornest materializes his spear and hurls it at Gloria. Gloria dodges and mocks him for such a basic attack, only to turn and receive a clean, heavy punch to the face that knocks him out cold. This reminds Ornest of a moment 6 years earlier, when he challenged first-year student Alec to a duel using only a training spear. Alec questioned if the fight was fair since he used a real sword, but Ornest proudly stated he had never lost a match. When the duel began, Alec immediately pushed Ornest back, which surprised him. Craw pointed out that Ornest was holding himself back by using a practice weapon, while Yora wondered if he would finally lose. Fired up, Ornest tossed his weapon aside and charged at Alec with his bare hands, before Rosa stopped the fight entirely. Later, Alec felt bad about losing, but Ornest reminded him they never finished the duel. Alec still admitted defeat, saying Ornest's move to drop his own weapon proved his resolve. He also explained that his magic sword drained too much mana, so he would have been unable to keep fighting anyway. Embarrassed by the praise, Ornest brushed it off as natural for a genius, which Alec questioned, wondering if that title was too much pressure for him. Back in the present, Ornest tells Gloria that Alec is an unmatched offensive mage, and Yora is the strongest support mage. But as for him, he possesses no magical ability at all. What he does have, however, is monstrous physical power. Blasting Gloria backward with punch after punch, Ornest declares that even without magic, he is a combat genius. With one final heavy blow, he sends Gloria crashing into the ground and decides that since Gloria becomes stronger from bleeding, he'll simply beat him until there's nothing left to regenerate. But Gloria refuses to concede. Determined to show his true power, he slices open his own body, forming a massive blood-red magic circle. From within it appears a strange floating eye, which unleashes a blazing tornado straight at Ornest. Ornest braces himself as the fiery storm roars toward him. Meanwhile, back at the guild, Leviel watches Leorg devour ice cream and questions how he can eat so much. Leorg retorts that a drunk like Leviel has no right to judge anyone. Leviel then asks why he sent Alec on the exploration mission. Leorg casually says an S-rank team can handle it, but Leviel, knowing how deadly the dungeon truly is, doesn't believe that excuse for a second. Leorg finally explains the real reason he chose Lasting Period for the mission. He admits he was intrigued by the rumors claiming Alec defeated a massive Hydra while using 5 different elemental magics. Vorg finds that unbelievable, since controlling even 2 elements is hard, much less 5. If Alec truly has that ability, Leorg thinks he'd be perfect for the job. Leviel admits he's curious about the rumor as well, but insists he only trusts what he sees himself. When Leorg asks what he means, Leviel admits he still can't fully believe Lasting Period cleared floor 68 of the Galana dungeon, but after seeing their abilities up close, he's beginning to doubt his earlier judgment. Suddenly, Marble bursts into the guild, yelling loud enough to make Leviel jump. She reports that Olivia escaped from the clinic and ran straight into the labyrinth. Leorg asks if Alec's party went after her, and Marbell confirms it. While Leorg and Marbell feel relieved that Alec's team is handling the situation, Leviel is irritated. His guild planned to deal with the Shadow Guild at their own pace, but Alec's group is now interfering and ruining those plans. Annoyed, he finishes his drink and heads out. Outside, Leviel tells Marbell he has only ever seen Alec use fire and lightning magic. She agrees that those are the only 2 elements she's seen him wield. Leorg is stunned, realizing he might have been fooled by exaggerated rumors, but Leviel proposes an alternative. Alec may have once been able to use 5 elements, but lost those abilities, or he might simply be hiding the other elements for personal reasons. There's no way to know for sure. Leviel then orders Leorg to summon Coffin Kid, saying the labyrinth must be absolute chaos right now. Knowing Lasting Period is facing extremely dangerous opponents, he silently prays the team survives until he arrives. Inside the dungeon, Ornest freezes as Alec suddenly appears and redirects Gloria's blazing tornado back at him. Moments later, Kra and Olivia catch up. Olivia wonders if Gloria is dead, and Ornest also doubts anyone could survive such a hit, but Gloria remains standing. She prepares for another round with the team. Before they can rush in, Ornest informs them that Milia and a man from the Shadow Guild escaped with Yora. Everyone is confused about why they would take her, and Ornest admits he doesn't know, only that the Core Eater clearly had bad intentions. Alec tries to make sense of it, but Ornest tells the group to go ahead while he handles Gloria alone. Kra immediately heals Ornest and tells Alec to stay behind with him while she and Olivia push forward. Enraged to see new enemies, Gloria unleashes more spells, but Alec casually reflects each one, buying time for Kra and Olivia to get away. Gloria screams at him to stop deflecting his attacks, but Alec simply dares him to try again. Gloria stumbles, clearly running out of mana, but Ornest fails to notice something more sinister happening to Gloria's body. Meanwhile, Leviel races deeper into the dungeon with Marbell and Leorg. They explain that the Shadow Guild is actually a cult devoted to a demon, and some of their members, their title bearers, receive immense power from this demon in exchange for a heavy price. Back at the battlefield, Gloria activates a strange sealing spell that mutates his body into a monstrous, demonic form. Empowered far beyond before, he speeds toward Ornest and sinks his teeth into his neck, forcing Alec to blast him away with a bolt of lightning. As Gloria pulls back, Alec fires another lightning strike at him, but Gloria, now empowered by his demonic form, is swift enough to dodge even a bolt of lightning. Realizing single shots won't land, Alec summons a massive thunder field that engulfs Gloria in a storm of electricity. He waits to see if the attack worked, but Gloria rises again, using the blood pouring from his body to instantly restore his mana. Gloria then reveals the terrifying truth. The only way to kill him is to drain every last drop of his blood. He conjures 2 short crimson blades and charges Alec. Alec puts up a barrier, but Gloria's non-stop slashes eventually break through it. In the middle of his frenzy, Gloria makes a fatal mistake. He forgets Ornest. Just as Ornest jumps in to finish him off, Gloria reacts with incredible speed and forcefully engages him hand-to-hand. Ornest quickly realizes that Gloria's new form is far faster than he can handle. Gloria taunts him relentlessly, mocking his claim of being a combat genius, insisting nobody recognizes such a self-proclaimed prodigy. After beating Ornest to the ground, Gloria prepares to demonstrate why he's feared as Gloria the Wrathful. He explains that most Shadow Guild members can't use the magic seal because the strain on the body is overwhelming. But he brags that he alone has the strength and recklessness to push past those limits. Gloria warns Alec to stay still, threatening to kill Ornest instantly if he interferes. But before he can make good on his threat, Ornest thrusts his flaming spear straight through Gloria's torso, telling him he wasn't lying when he called himself a genius. As the spear ignites Gloria's body, Ornest recalls a memory from his childhood. He once sparred with a gifted boy in his village who would always beat him and brag that Ornest could never win against a true genius. Despite acting superior, the boy often watched Ornest secretly training alone late at night. One day, Ornest found his friend coughing up blood, gravely ill. Ornest begged him to keep fighting, to live up to the genius title he always claimed. But the boy gave up. He told Ornest that since he had finally lost once, Ornest was now the real genius. With that memory burning in his mind, Ornest declares that he will call himself a genius, with or without anyone's approval, and unleashes a fiery explosion that consumes Gloria. Elsewhere in the dungeon, Kra and Olivia continue their pursuit of the Shadow Guild members. Far ahead, Milia reaches the entrance to the dungeon's deepest floor. The door opens into a mystical space dominated by an enormous ancient tree. When they enter the trunk, a staircase leads them straight to the dungeon's core room. Once inside, the Shadow Guild member spots the powerful core and eagerly rushes to take it. As he triumphantly holds it up, Milia's eyes narrow with a cold, dangerous glare. This wraps up episode 9. Subscribe so you don't miss the next part, and check out the next video on the channel.